Have you ever wondered why your favorite fizzy drink, like Coca-Cola, isn't filled all the way to the top of the bottle? It's a common sight that piques curiosity. However, the truth behind this phenomenon is far more scientifically intriguing and practical than you might think. Understanding the reasons behind the unfilled bottle involves diving into concepts such as gas expansion, pressure management, and even the risks associated with transportation. When it comes to bottled sodas, the headspace, the unfilled space at the top of the bottle, is crucial for managing gas expansion. Carbonated drinks are filled with carbon dioxide, CO2, which is what gives them their fizz. Without sufficient headspace, the pressure inside the bottle could increase to the point where it might burst or the seal might break, leading to a fizzy explosion. The science behind gas expansion is governed by Charles's law, which states that the volume of a gas increases with increasing temperature, provided the pressure is constant. In the confined space of a soda bottle, as the temperature rises, so does the pressure, because the volume of the gas has nowhere to go but against the walls of the bottle. This is why during the hot summer months, it's particularly important that there is enough space left in each bottle. Managing the internal pressure of a soda bottle is a delicate balance. The pressure inside a carbonated drink bottle is typically higher than the atmospheric pressure outside. This is due to the dissolved CO2, which forms carbonic acid, a key player in giving sodas their tangy taste. Pressure management begins with the bottling process itself. The bottles are filled at a specific temperature and CO2 level to set the initial pressure. Consistency here is key to ensure that regardless of external conditions, the product remains stable until it reaches the consumer. Transporting bottles of soda across various geographies involves more than just loading boxes onto a truck. The unfilled space at the top of each bottle also acts as a cushion or buffer against the jostles and bumps that are inevitable during transportation. Without this buffer space, the motion could cause the liquid to exert additional pressure on the cap, potentially leading to leaks or even causing the bottle to burst. For example, a truck traveling from a cooler climate to a warmer one can cause the gases inside the bottles to expand, increasing internal pressure. The headspace in the bottle accommodates this expansion, thereby preventing any rupture or leakage. Furthermore, during the loading and unloading process, bottles can often be dropped or knocked over. While it might seem counterintuitive, not filling a bottle to the top can actually be a cost-effective strategy for beverage companies. This practice isn't just about saving on the amount of liquid per bottle, it also impacts the costs associated with packaging, transport, and waste management. More robust bottles capable of withstanding greater internal pressures without additional headspace are typically more expensive. Therefore, using standard bottles with calculated headspace can be more cost-effective. Transportation costs are also a factor. More stable bottles mean fewer accidents and spills during transport, which translates to lower costs related to cleanup, damaged goods, and delayed shipments. One of the most enlightening experiments concerning bottle fill levels was conducted by Coca-Cola themselves as part of their quality control and research processes. In this experiment, Coca-Cola tested bottles filled at different levels to observe the effects of temperature changes, transport conditions, and storage durations on the integrity of the bottles and the quality of the drink. The experiment involved filling some bottles to 85%, some to 90%, and others to 95% of their capacity. These bottles were then subjected to various environmental conditions, including high temperatures, vibrations similar to those experienced during transport, and changes in altitude. Bottles with less headspace had a higher incidence of deformation and even bursting, especially under higher temperatures, while those with more headspace showed greater resilience. This experiment not only helped Coca-Cola fine-tune their bottling process, but also provided valuable insights into the best practices for soda bottling. Consumer perceptions play a significant role in how products are packaged and presented. In the case of bottled beverages, consumers might initially view an unfilled bottle as a sign of being shortchanged, a perception manufacturers are keenly aware of. Marketing and consumer education are strategies used by companies to shape perceptions positively. For instance, explaining the science behind bottle fill levels on packaging or in advertising can help consumers understand that this practice is in their best interest, ensuring product quality and safety. This transparency builds trust and can enhance brand loyalty. Consumer expectations are also shaped by regulatory standards and industry practices. The bottling industry has seen significant technological advancements that have impacted everything from production speed to how effectively bottles are filled and sealed. These innovations not only enhance efficiency, but also address the precise issues related to bottle fill levels, gas expansion, and pressure management. Modern bottling lines use sensors and automated systems to ensure that each bottle is filled to the exact required level. This precision prevents the variability that could lead to overfilling or underfilling, thus ensuring consistency across all bottles. Newer plastics and composites can withstand higher pressures and temperatures, allowing for safer transport and storage of carbonated drinks without altering the headspace requirements significantly. Additionally, advancements in cap and seal technology have improved how bottles are sealed. The environmental impact of packaging, particularly in the beverage industry, is a growing concern. Optimal fill levels, by reducing the likelihood of spillage and waste, contribute to more sustainable production and consumption patterns. By ensuring that bottles are less likely to burst or leak, companies reduce the amount of product that is wasted. This not only saves resources, but also reduces the environmental burden of cleanup and waste management, which often involves significant energy and material use. Lighter bottles mean less material is used per bottle, which in turn reduces the raw material extraction needed to produce these materials. This can significantly lower the carbon footprint of the packaging process. The practices around soda bottling, including how much to fill the bottles, vary globally due to differences in climate, transportation infrastructure, regulatory standards, and consumer preferences. Understanding these global differences is important for multinational companies like Coca-Cola, as it allows them to tailor their practices to meet local needs while maintaining global quality standards. In hotter climates, for example, more headspace might be necessary to accommodate greater gas expansion. Companies operating in these areas must take local temperatures into account when deciding on fill levels. Similarly, in regions with rough transportation routes or high altitudes, bottles might need to be even more robust, or additional headspace may be required to prevent bursting. Regulatory standards also play a significant role. The practice of not filling bottles of soda to the top is a fine balance of science, safety, cost, and consumer perception. Each element from gas expansion to transportation logistics plays a crucial role in determining the optimal fill level. Companies like Coca-Cola invest heavily in research and technology to find this balance, ensuring that the products that reach consumers are of the highest quality and safety. Understanding these complexities can also shift consumer perceptions, turning potential skepticism about unfilled bottles into appreciation for the thoughtful science and careful logistics behind each product.